Hi YouTube, it's Mike with Kane Autograph. Welcome back to the channel. If you're a first-time visitor here, this is all about through-the-mail autographs, TTMs. I send cards off to players in the hope that they will autograph them and send them back. When it works out like I hope, I get an autograph card and I share it so you can see who's signing, how long it takes to get something back. Let's dive into this week's returns. First return is from Lou Klemak, 202 in 9 days. Lou played in parts of 12 major league seasons, collected over 260 career hits. He made his debut with the Kansas City Athletics at just 18 years old, and he once had a 3-hit game against Hall of Fame pitcher Jim Bunning. My next return is from Bobby Richardson in 12 days, and Bobby is a Yankees legend. He was the MVP of the 1960 World Series, even though the Yankees lost, and he was a key part of the Yankees dynasty and played along with Mantle, Maris, Berra. And he also included a little note to go to BobbyRichardson.com, and it's a story of his life in baseball. It's pretty cool. You should go check it out. Next one is a 404 return from Jeff Shaw, and I had 4 of these rookie cards, and I sent them off to him with a nice letter asking him to sign one of the cards and keep the other cards for himself or give them to his favorite fan, and he was cool enough to sign them all for me and send them back. He was a 2-time All-Star closer, notched over 200 career saves, and he also has a son who played in the big leagues, Travis Shaw, making them one of the few father-son duos to play in the majors. This next one came back in a quick 9 days. Chuck Essingen. And Chuck had 2 pinch hit home runs in the 1959 World Series for the Dodgers, and that is still a World Series record. He also played college ball at Stanford before choosing baseball. Doug Rauch returned 3 cards in 12 days, and he won 13 games for 4 straight seasons for the Dodgers in the 70s. He started Game 4 of that 1977 World Series and was part of those powerhouse LA rotations with John Sutton and Tommy John. A 2-2 return from Rich Wortman in 12 days. Rich pitched for the White Sox and the A's in the late 70s, early 80s. In his 1979 season, he went 14-14 with the Sox. Pretty good for a first-year pitcher. Bob McDonald, 202 in 51 days, and he was a lefty reliever from Canada. He pitched in over 100 major league games across 5 teams. He made his major league debut with the Blue Jays in 1990, and he also played a season in Japan. So Stu is pitching coach for the Chicago Dogs, and I sent him this card along with a photograph, asked him to sign both, and he signed the card, but he didn't sign the photograph. Main reason I was going after Stu is he was a coach for the Twins, and if he would have signed that, it would have counted for my team points. Changing sports over to football, David Rowe signed 2 of 2 in 13 days. He played at Penn State before being drafted in the second round, 53rd overall, back in 1967. He played for the Saints, the Patriots, the Chargers, the Raiders, the Colts. He appeared in 165 games and he had 35 and a half sacks. He was a Pro Bowler in 1968, and then he was a member of the Raiders Super Bowl team. 4-time World Series winner Dick Trowski, 2 of 2 in 10 days, and he won 2 World Series as a player with the Dodgers and 2 with the coach of the Tigers. So Kevin Bass added his signature to this card that I already had signed by Ed Romero, 1 of 1 in 13 days. He was an all-star while playing for the Astros, and he finished with a .311 batting average and 20 home runs in 1986. Don Stanhouse earned an all-star selection in 1979 as a relief pitcher for the Baltimore Orioles, and he was a great contributor to their team, but he caused Earl Weaver a little bit of stress while he was managing. 2 cards back from Frank Lindsay in 15 days. He was a key reliever in the 60s, finishing his major league career with 111 saves and a 2.85 ERA over 11 seasons. My longest return of the week, 164 days from Mike McCoy, and he loaded me up. So I sent him 2 cards and he loaded me up with a bunch of extras. So that one on the right that says to Mike, that little photograph, he signed a bunch of those for me and sent them back. He was a standout defensive tackle for the University of Notre Dame, earning All-American honors in 1969. He was selected second in the 1970 draft by the Green Bay Packers. He played 11 seasons in the NFL with the Packers, the Raiders, the Giants, and the Lions. Russ Brand signed one of the three cards I sent to him in a quick 10 days. He was a powerful left-handed batter known for his home run power during his 14 seasons from 1998 to 2011. He played for 10 different teams, but that's quite a career. Next return in a quick 8 days, famous for his clutch 3-run homer in the 1978 American League East tiebreaker game versus the Red Sox, earning him the nickname Bucky Dent in Boston, like this Gold Cup card. Jake McGee returned 2 cards in 53 days. Lefty reliever with a blazing fastball. He was part of the 2020 World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers, and he had a strong career with the Rays and the Rockies. Another football return that was out there for a while, 131 days. Pete Johnson signed 2 cards for me. He was a powerhouse fullback for the Cincinnati Bengals in the late 70s, early 80s. Scored over 60 rushing touchdowns in his NFL career. And then my last return in 14 days from Jack Billingham, key pitcher on the legendary 70s Cincinnati Big Red Machine. He won 2 World Series and even outdueled Catfish Hunter. That's it for my returns this week. Tell me which one was your favorite. Tell me which one you hope to see in your mailbox. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you next week.